Alright, welcome to the stream. Playing a spicy brew that it wasn't planned, but it came up in the Discord that Atarka's command. A person was thinking about playing Atarka's command, and then I remembered about the discussion of Bonecrusher that people are having right now, and this duo seems quite good. Then Searing Blaze to clear up the board. And yeah, looks cute to say the least. So I'm gonna try it. Bonecrusher burn. Alrighty then. Let's see how this version fares. Opponent and Wine already has 6 trophies, and Big JC is also a Titan player. Wow. This hand's not good enough, a lot of 2-drops, so I don't think I want to keep this. And somewhat better. A little painful, but I have no turn 1 play though, so it's a bit risky, but I can always play Arid Mesa and pass and fetch a tapped shock. Doesn't sound too bad. They are a Lurrus deck though, so not having a turn 1 play is definitely a bit risky. He looked at himself, okay. No turn 1 play from opponent, okay, that's nice. And now I have to shock myself here. Should be fine. Getting the white, just fixing my mana straight away. Okay, now I have Searing Blaze for next turn, and Eidolon if my opponent doesn't play anything, and even Bonecrusher. Okay, Abbots. Revealing a bolt, that's pretty good. Interesting. I'm tempted to try and Bonecrusher the Abbot. Just because I have the land for Searing Blaze next turn. And this is harder to, like, it's less likely that this works on later turns. And because we do have Bonecrusher, we can play the control role a little bit better here. Okay, and he found the land. Hopefully no... Okay, he's leaving 1 mana open, which could be problematic. I still think my play here is quote-unquote obvious. It's funny that the first game that I try to play with 3 colors, I immediately get paired against a red deck. This should go through. Okay, now I'm leading the race, so he's pushing my Swiftspear, that's fine. Ooh, Cling to Dust, sure. That's actually pretty fine. Exiling one of his own creatures is not great when he has a Lurrus. I think I'm casting Bonecrusher next turn, but I might go Eidolon and Swiftspear, depending on what my opponent plays here. Double black is a bit concerning. Sure, that's irrelevant. It's not on a lot of... Ooh, let that mana go, okay. So what's the play here? Am I just establishing a board presence? I think I am. Okay, am I playing Eidolon here or Bonecrusher? I honestly feel that playing Bonecrusher here is better. Because he can't push it right now. He needs some work to push it, basically. Okay, now he can push it. Is this a lures into hand? It is, wow, that's actually surprising. Ooh, drawing the Searing Blaze here is a bit sad, but... Am I blazing that Swiftspear? No, right? Ooh, mutagenic growth. Okay, so how big does that Swiftspear get? Okay, this trades, right? Yeah. Okay. Ball is on my opponent's court. If he plays one spell, is within bolt range. If he plays two... Alright. Alright, pretty good game one. Bonecrusher was really good, actually. The card advantage was very relevant. Okay, so game two... I definitely want this, and I probably want this. Because this just seems to lock up the game for me. Now what don't I want? I think that I just remove non-removal cards here. Non-removal cards here, and maybe like a Goblin Guide, which is the worst. Actually, no. Removing a Swiftspear here is better, because I want Goblin Guide can attack turn 1 into one of his creatures. Swiftspear can't. Whoops, I'm just sharing my list with a friend, that's why that popped up. Where is it? We get the fixing, but no turn 1 removal is a bit worrying. Well, I think I'll keep. This looks decent enough. Okay, he plays the creature. Ooh, and that's a decent attack. Okay, he's checking my draw. It would be fun if it were a Goblin guide, but I think I'd prefer removal here. Although there's an argument to run Goblin. Ooh. That's actually very good for us. And I'm absolutely gonna sandbag it, even though he knows I have it. Because opponent has stuff like Fatal Push, which can deal with it. So I'm gonna draw out the pushes with my other cards. Manamorphose. I don't know if I agree with that one. Oh, we might have this card. Although it didn't show it game 1. But he obviously has some. That's one of the positives about Rakdos, that you can run Fatal Push. And Fatal Push is a good card. At least that's what I hear out on the streets, that Fatal Push changed Modern. Wait, oh, Collective Brutality. Okay. We got a mode off of that. But we are quite unhealthy. I think this might have... Wait, why would he do this if he knows Kor is coming? The only way that happens is if my opponent has a Kor answer in hand, which I will make him use before I go on the offensive. Is he getting lures in hand? Oh, Kroxa. Interesting. I don't think that I'm playing Vortex here. Although it does tax his stuff. I still think that I cannot win this race. Ooh, Helix is a good draw. Okay, so I think I'm... Wait, no. This collective brutality maybe just got... Maybe I'm getting... Okay, I'll cast Bonecrusher first. Because he needs to take care of Bonecrusher. He can't escape Kroxa next turn. And I'll discard Eidolon. This is not a Kroxa, I think. Bolting the Giant. Ooh. Nothing else? Wow. Okay, so I'm slamming Kor here. He has a push. Okay, makes sense. Because I have Eidolon, I'm bolting face here to gain 1 life, which could be very relevant. One's running on blanks now. He puts lures in hand here. Yep. I didn't. God damn it. I meant to fetch for a tapped Stomping Ground, but I forgot. Okay, now Lurrus costs him a life, 2 life actually, and Bauble costs him 2 life. So he's rethinking his options. wow. That's not great for me. I'm cracking here in case I draw something relevant. That's not something relevant. I'm cracking another one. Fine on 3 mana. This is a cling. Which is somewhat problematic. Maybe I should have slammed down Vortex because I would be ahead here. Okay, my opponent is looking for land. No land. He's playing Lurrus here for sure. I think I bolt Lurrus. Oh, Swiftspear. Okay. That's a problem. Manamorphose. Let's answer that with the Lightning Bolt. We need to go long here, sadly. He's at 11, but we need to go long. Yeah, I got... Ooh. I was gonna say that I got baited into my opponent now casting Lurrus. I still have removal, but forcing my removal there is relevant. Ah, okay, this is super good. Escaping Kroxa here. I'm discarding Atarka's command, sadly. Because I think Helix has more value in this matchup. Even though he does have a cling, he can try to escape. I'd rather do this. I'm fetching my second white source because I need it for Kor Firewalker here. Eidolon's an interesting one. I'm gonna play Eidolon. I have Helix in hand, meaning I can kill his Lurrus. No Abbot in the grave. Okay, plays Lurrus. He gets back something. He probably gets back Soulscar. Getting back Soulscar sounds better. Just hardcast the Soulscar, sure. Okay, did he discard Lurrus at any point? No, right? So I know his hand. He has no... Oh, he has Cling! He has Cling! And my opponent just punted. We'll see why in a minute. He didn't block my Eidolon. He plays Lurrus here, for sure. It's 4 damage. Okay, so I need a spell. He's looking for something. One's looking for something. Come on, can I? Oh, that's not a spell. That is not a spell. Okay, if I attack here, he blocks. Do I want to attack? I do, because I have the advantage with this Swiftspear in hand. He has to block here. Yeah. I don't love doing that, but now I have board advantage. Now Bonecrusher off the top is just insane. I can't fetch now because of Searing Blaze. Opponent's digging. Opponent does play some amount of Kolaghan's Command. That would be the biggest blowout right now. But he doesn't have it here. What is this? Oh, is escaping Cling? Sure. This one is quite intense. He drew a card with it. Okay. Bonecrusher? That's not great. That's not great. Although it is a potentially 6 damage if my opponent tries to be funny with Cling. Which he isn't. It's one from hand. My opponent punt. Oh no. He can't escape Cling. So no punts from him. I'm getting real low. I need Bonecrusher. No, Bonecrusher. Helix. Helix is the card I want. Do I want to pass here? I do. He can bolt me, escape Cling. That doesn't do it, apparently. I need to kill that. He potentially had lethal next turn. Oh, this is a troublesome one. Not as problematic here. It's just 2 damage, but now you really need some removal. Okay. We need a Bonecrusher here. Ooh, 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 ooh. I can buff it. Is it worth it? I attack. My opponent clips it with Seal. I Atarka's Command. Deal him 3. Pump my Goblin Guide. And he needs to block. We're both out of resources again. But my opponent's out of Lurrus. I have Bonecrusher in my deck, meaning that I can come back somewhat okay. I have Eidolon to pseudo-lock the game for my opponent, and I have Kor Firewalker to really close it out. This, of course, all goes wrong if my opponent has removal in hand, but which I don't think he does. Deals 3 damage, creatures you control get +1/+1. Alright, first time casting Atarka's Command in Magic Online. slams that down. Come on, something. Ooh, escaping cling. Yeah, okay, sure. For the life gain. That's understandable. Okay, we draw another one. Just letting it hit here. No reason to play this Darkest Command. Okay, I'm gonna sandbag this one because... Hey House, how's it going? Very intense game 2 against Prowess. We won game 1, but this one is quite rough. Okay, that works. Just make the game go longer. That, on the other hand, doesn't work. Trying a bunch of random piles. How has Turn Timber Symbiosis been running? Because when I look at the top of the leaderboards, it's 2 Amulet players, I think. Another land. Well, one is playing it, one isn't. Oh, okay. I know that Punt is. I don't know about the other one. Wait, Punt isn't playing that? But he trophied a bunch with Amulet, I'm sure. I saw him on the Discord saying that he... Oh, okay, sure. Okay. I was confusing myself. He's playing Amulet, just not with Turn Timber Symbiosis. Makes sense. It's a very rough situation here. I need some gas ASAP. That's gas. It's definitely gas. General consensus that is good. Okay, that's nice. Card is super interesting. Okay, we're one spell away from winning. One, two, three, four, five. So my opponent, unless my opponent's mega slow rolling me, I think I'm fine. That ain't it. That ain't it. Drawing a Kor here would be amazing. Okay. Kroxa? Wait, what the hell? What the... I know what he's doing. He's escaping Cling here. Escaping Cling. Still works, but not as well. Yep. Okay, your opponents can't gain life. Atarka's command deals 3 to each opponent. That's the one. Okay. I might still push it, but... Aha! We got it! Wow. So many bad draws. Okay, pretty good game one, gotta say. Pretty good game one. The Bonecrushers were quite good at applying pressure, putting me on the aggressive role. The Atarka's command were nice. Made that trade with Seal of Fire, which I think was good for... Ooh, this hand's very painful, but also very good. My opponent has a Lotus Cobra icon, which is scary. Anyone who's willing to play Lotus Cobra in non-standard right now is scary. Okay. I'm just slamming down Goblin Guide here. I need to think about my next couple of turns though, depending on what I'm playing against. That doesn't tell me a lot, that's a pretty general card. Oh, it's Shadow, okay. We have a great hand against Shadow. Did he target me? No, he targeted himself. Is he dismembering? Oh, Inquisition. It's actually quite problematic. Because he eats the Eidolon now, and my hand becomes a bit awkward. Unless we draw Lava Spike. Can you imagine drawing Lava Spike here? Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fetch for a tapped land, because if I get to resolve both Helix, I'm in an okay position. My opponent has a slow hand. That Dismember might cost him some points of life. Yep. Shocking yourself to pay for the Dismember. Oh, well, that's Shadow. Okay, then. Ah, I didn't fetch for the shock. I'm so dumb. What's my play here? Opponent can Dismember down to 1, 2, 3, 4. You can Dismember down to 5. So attacking here is actually relevant. Although if it Dismembers down to 5, this is an 8/8, which my dudes cannot hit. I'm gonna pass, and now I have to fetch for a basic. Being at 16 is scary though. Okay, that's good for me. It's not lethal if he tries. I do have the Helix if he tries to battle. I'm just conceited. I mean, he knows about my hand, and if he can't do anything, sure. Alright, so what do I want in? I definitely want Path. What don't I want? Searing Blaze looks very bad. Bonecrusher also looks questionable. Bonecrusher also looks questionable. It doesn't go over Garamag. Okay, what about Vortex here? So this swap is pretty straightforward. Now I'm thinking about these 5 cards, but Destructive Revelry doesn't do anything. So I'm doubtful about, well, what about a Surgical to get rid of... I'm gonna swap Vortex first. Nah. Like that single Vortex can make a difference if he can stop his... I'm taking away Searing Blaze. Yeah, this looks fine. Bonecrusher is not amazing in this one. This hand's a bit too soft to discard. And this land situation is so bad. With 3 lands and spells, you know what I have to say about that? Watch my opponent immediately Inquisitioning me and making this hand questionably worse. That's a push. Oh, so we made a good call here. That's definitely interesting. Probably not shocking, so I'm just gonna pass. You should crack it to a tapped land here. Okay, so no Thought Scour. So my opponent definitely has a push in hand. This is shocking in. I'm gonna get cheesed out of my first damage spell. I should have shocked for Stomping Ground. If I draw a green spell, I'm 2 draws away from casting a green spell. I can Bolt plus Path. Ideally, I'm Charming here. I can play around the thing he has that he wants me to play around, so... Okay, what's my play here? I can Charm. I'd rather play Charm backed up by the mana for Stubborn Denial. I'm scared that if I play this, he pushes it and clings it. Another blue source is a bit scary. He's playing Gurmag here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's not let that resolve. For doing this. And I want my opponent to stubborn this. He doesn't, okay. Good one, opponent. Wait, why didn't I pass that? I'm so dumb. If this resolves, I win, most likely. I'm playing double Goblin Guide here. Okay, he bolts me. He only has one red source. I'm gonna hold on this. So I do grow the Scourge if I cast anything. Fatal Push, okay. Sure. I'm basically dead next turn, right? You have the second Stubborn. He does. What do I need here? Ah, there it is. The punish. Well, I think I would have been dead already. 2 plus 2 from this, so I'm at 2 here. Wait, if I find a path, I might actually be able to... Huh. Does that do anything? No. Okay, the second Stubborn now was a bit too much. Maybe I misplayed that. Maybe I was supposed to let this resolve and cast... I think I was supposed to let that resolve, cast Boros Charm, and then he is more tempted to Stubborn Denial the Boros Charm, because the way I played it, I showed him I was willing to pay for the Stubborn Denial. This one's a bit too heavy. This one's much better. I'm actually bottoming Boros Charm. And I changed to a more grindy build, and I immediately get paired against 2 racing decks. Although we did outgrind. If you padded when you wanted to, then you would win. Yeah, that's... Wait, if I padded when I wanted to? Is that a reference to me forgetting about playing a path when I had mana? That might have been the case. I'm not casting Lava Spike here. He might have push. So I'm basically forcing him to push here. Doesn't fall for it. I'm fixing my mana. I don't think it's worth it to try and save some life points. It means my top decks are just bad. Even if he pushes here, I don't care too much. Or maybe he wanted to Stubborn Denial. It's a bolt. Same thing, different... Wait, ooh. This means that my next turn is gonna be brutal. I'm gonna double spell him. He needs to... Collective Brutality here would actually be pretty strong against me. Which might be exactly what my opponent's doing. This has to be a Collective Brutality, right? It can be a Gurmag. Okay, so it is a collective brutality. It probably removes the bolt from my hand. Give me land. I'd be so happy with a land here. You choose Bolt, opponent, because if you don't choose Bolt, you take a lot of damage this turn. Call again? Okay. So the perfect draw is land path. That kind of works. That kind of works. Oh, opponent's on Aether Gust. Good to know. It's a lot of mana to live up in a Shadow deck, though. He's playing a Shadow here. Or a Gurmag. Okay, or a Scourge, that works too. Ooh, so Stubborn Denial here kinda screws me. Wait. No, he's casting Gurmag here. Okay, so I absolutely need Path. That's not a path. Yeah, I'm passing. I'm passing. Okay, work with me here. I don't die to a... Rather, work with me here. I'm always dead to Temur Battle Rage, right? He rages this. That's 16, so this can never outgrow it. So I'm absolutely dead to Temur Battle Rage. You Helix, this card gets... Oh yeah, it's based on my life. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh yeah, so, but if he rages, he can't gust it. So let's assume his hand isn't Battle Rage plus Temur Battle Rage. This shrinks it for 3. Okay, I think I'm never blocking this. I think that my blocks are here. Because if he Battle Rages, I Helix him. This shrinks. Do I need to double block? My argument for not... Yeah, it's based on both. I was just... For some reason I thought it was the lowest, but that doesn't make sense. That's just a better Shadow, basically. Okay, so... If he has Battle Rage... If he has Battle Rage... He gives Trample to this. This will be a 5/5. So that's 5 on the second combat step. No, it's more because I get trampled over on the first combat step. So the first combat step deals me 2. The second one it deals me 7. Huh. Maybe I should have Helixed face before all this, just to see if he had a Battle Rage. Still think I block like this. I think I gotta risk it here that he doesn't have the Battle Rage. He does have the Battle Rage. Okay. So I'm just dead, right? Because I Helix. Don't think I have any outs here. I'm taking 5 from Gurmag. Yeah, I should have Helixed before, because if he Gusts, then this is a free block. Yeah, I should have Helixed before assigning blockers. Oh, he has Stubborn Denial, so he had the perfect hand there. Okay. Yep. Alright, alright. Pretty close match, gotta say. Gotta say that Scourge might be legit in Shadow after that one. My only but against Scourge there is if my opponent's against any deck that... My opponent's up against any deck that has like some form of life gain, Scourge is pretty useless. This hand's pretty good. A bit too aggressive, but we can make it work. Okay, I might be up against combo. Cool. We're up against combo. So yeah, we're up against Dredge. Not Dredge. I don't know what we yeah, Bolstered Spy. Let's see how the deck really fares. Look at this beauty. We reveal a land, but it isn't a land. You're probably dead. Yeah, I'm assuming so. But I want to see this deck in action. So I'm getting 12 here. Yep. Maybe I should have... If I save Atarka's command there, can I do it? So he's at 13. I put him down to 10, and nah, because of the Narcomoebas. Nothing you could do. Just that. Oh, I disagree. There's a lot I can do here. Am I actually just dead? What's salvage? Oh, what's salvage? By the way, I'm just taking a minute here to read what my opponent's deck does. Okay, so he does have the... Wait. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'll see. I see how it works. And he does have Belcher in the side, which he probably doesn't use against me because he'd rather gain the life, right? Sounds like something. Okay, what's bad here? What is bad? Eidolon sounds bad. Vortex sounds bad. Everything else I have sounds pretty bad. Yeah, Belcher Protection does sound decent. And I don't know, Bonecrusher doesn't sound too great. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna mull. I need Surgical in hand. I need Surgical in hand. God damn it. God damn it, game. Oh, that's cool. They do play the Mana Rocks, right? It does seem pretty powerful. Does seem pretty powerful. Interesting. That's an interesting deck. It just one-shots me with... Yeah, I just get one-shot, so no use in trying to gain some life here and there. Thinking if there's anything I can do against that deck. Because they play that single Nexus, it guarantees that they have another turn. Ooh, can we draw a Destructive Revelry here? I even had it in one of those hands, god damn it. Maybe I was too greedy. Maybe I was too greedy. This is 5 mana, it's enough for... This is 4 mana, so it's enough for him to combo. Okay, that's not enough. Can I get a Destructive Revelry here? Please! I'm getting so punished for not playing that land though. Oh my god, no! No! Oh, you're alive? No, I'm not. I have 5 damage. Wait. Oh! I'm so dumb! I'm so dumb. God damn it. I'm not dumb. I was almost dumb there. Ooh. Here's the Surgical. Not very relevant against the Belcher line. Okay, that was close. It was very close. Now I'm on the draw, which is much harder to manage. This is why I don't blindly landfall. So I don't blindly landfall this. Searing Blaze is bad here though, I should have cited it out. Like, Bonecrusher is better than Searing Blaze, or even Eidolon. I'm mulling this. God damn it, deck. I can't keep this. I can't keep double Atarka's command with no green sources. Finally, a hand that I can keep, sort of. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Okay. Hopefully my opponent kept a bad hand. And he can't win here. Yeah, that's right. I just don't know the list. I know it was shared today, but I didn't really pay attention to it. Which maybe I should have. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. It would have been fine earlier. So what am I doing here? I might die next turn. I do have Surgical to get by. It's Belcher, you don't die yet, yeah. I'm 100% cracking the Belcher, by the way. I'd rather have this on the field than losing, basically. Okay, he has something here. Okay, what does this do? Okay, so what's my play here? What's my play here? Surgical the Vengevines. I'm still eating 12 here. What the hell does this do? It's mana. Huh. Yeah, I need to Surgical the Vengevines for sure. I'm taking 12, plus 2 from Surgical, plus 1 from this, so that's 15, so I still die to Narcomoebas and Swords, basically. Still die to Narcomoebas and Swords. Wait. If I Surgical the Narcomoebas, my opponent doesn't get Sword back, and my opponent doesn't manage to cast Salvage Titan. Ooh. Okay. I Surgical the Narcomoebas, right? Is that it? Because these don't come back. Still plays the Titan. How? He doesn't have artifacts to play it. If I Surgical the Narcomoeba, the Swords don't trigger. Yeah. Did I crack it? And then he draws. He then draws the thing and loses because he can't cast it, so next turn he just loses. Now, let me make sure I remove all of them. And return to hand but not play, yeah. Narcomoeba, Narcomoeba, Narcomoeba. That's 3, right? Yeah. Can he cheese me in any way? No, he just conceded. Got him. Got him. Ha! Broken combo my ass. So surgical is the answer, basically. Except if they Belcher, where the answer is then just kinda dying. Damn, I'm glad. I'm glad I beat that one. Oh, that was so good. Yeah, but thank you, Vidairet, for chatting me up with this list actually plays, instead of me trying to remember. So good support there. This hand's crap. No white. And cards I want to play early, but cards I need to play early. I'm absolutely mulling this. God damn it. I'm definitely bottoming a land, and seeing as how I need both colors, I'm bottoming a mountain. Now I'm thinking if I want to bottom a lava spike, I think I do. Because this is my main source of damage, and this is the lock piece. Is on Ad Nauseam or Dredge. House. I appreciate that a lot, and I hope you always, if you can tell me, but it's still Spike though. I feel like it's Spike. Because I need this to get in for some amount of damage. Well, if I bottom the Swiftspear... Okay, what if I bottom the Swiftspear? Nah. We don't win either of those matchups. Okay. We win both of those matchups. Surgical and Destructive Revelry. Bam. Huh. What am I bottoming here? I'm bottoming Searing Blaze. Ugh, because if it's ad nauseum, Searing Blaze doesn't do anything. Okay, this Dredge. It sucks that I'm taking a lot of damage from my mana here. But yeah, those are bad matchups, House, so... And this is a good player, god damn it. Ooh, still on Bloodghast. That's different. Please, no Creeping Chill. Just an Archimeeva. Okay. There's never left Ghast. Okay. It has its upsides, you know. Like, it's down now and it's a clock, so... There's arguments for never leaving. Ooh. I am so dead. I am so dead here. Wow. Ghoul is better with a meta full of creatures. I'm super dead here, right? I can never win this game. It's at 25. Ouch. Okay, bring in the surgicals. Bringing in... do I want Path? I feel like I want to cut Eidolon for sure. Because Eidolon's bad here. I hate Path versus Dredge. Yeah, me too. I don't like Path on regular burn. Because, well, it is an anti-life gain card. I don't know if it's too slow though. These are my considerations as of now. Okay, my argument for Path is I'm playing Bonecrusher. And Bonecrusher kinda wants me to win on board. It's like Searing Blaze and Path might be enough to clear the board. I'd bring this in. Or maybe I don't bring in Path and I actually cut some Bonecrusher. Like one. That's all I can afford. And I win through the... well, but this version of the deck is to win in a mixed way, you know, through the air and through the floor. So I think I'm bringing in Path. What am I not playing? Because my life total gets taxed a lot here, I think I'm removing the Vortex. So I need to cut 2 cards. Boros Charm wins the prize here. Yeah, me neither. It's between Boros Charm and Spike, but I have a lot of 2 mana spells. You kind of have to be fast against them. Okay. Good hand. Good hand. Man, Sideboarding would burn. Now this takes me back. No, it's always there in case you want to take it for a spin. Even though I'd say that Titan decks are really strong right now. So stick to those maybe. Okay, I think even I would play some Titan if I could right now. The deck is really good. The whole toolbox aspect of it gets much better when control decks are too busy trying to play 4 colors. This could be a Lightning Axe. This could be a Lightning Axe. So what's my play here? Go all out or hold back for Atarka. I think I need to hold back for Atarka's command, which kinda sucks. Which kinda sucks. Because my opponent might be on Lightning Axe here. I think trying to push damage is where I want to be. Thing is, if he didn't play a dredge thing turn 1, he's playing Cathartic Rune turn 2 for sure. And he did keep 6. It's a Lightning Axe, sure. This version of Burn is definitely worse against Dredge. Because the other version, I was having some success against Dredge simply from being super fast with spells and then just surgicaling the Creeping Chill or Skull Cracking at the right time. So I think this version is worse against Dredge. Your opponents can get life. This good. Why is green so good at fighting against what burn dislikes? Why can't we get a Boros Destructive Revelry? Oh. Okay. Good. This is good. This is very good. Wow. Yeah, I'm attacking here. Or do I want to Uber Atarka's command here? He has a Stinkweed in hand. Okay, now I think I need to go for it. Like, just push damage. Those 3 creatures get +1/+1. I think my opponent kept a slow hand to try and... I don't know. What is this? Hopefully no Cathartic Reunion. A Loam. Okay, that's very... It's actually super not great. So Bolt here wins me the game. Any Bolt, any damage spell wins me the game. Yep, that does it. Just because if my opponent wants to concede, it's faster. Because time is not relevant. Okay. That turned out somewhat fine. Yeah, I don't think I want Vortex. Seemed too slow to fight against the Creeping Chills. Bonecrusher seems decent. If I'm this version needs like Atarka's command. Bonecrusher path is a very board strong choice. That's what I wanted to say. And I think this is better. Exciting like this. Because normally what I do is I cut Eidolon and bring in Surgical and like maybe 1 path. That's that. And then I'm just super fast. If I can snipe a Surgical... Basically, if I can cancel his first Creeping Chill turn, I win. This version is a lot tougher. I need to stop opening chests, need to pay for podcasts. Don't open chests. That's always bad. Chests are very top heavy, like they have an estimated value, right? But chests are super top heavy because cards like Force of Negation just screw up that estimated value by a lot. This hand's actually super decent, right? Like, crack at 3-2, not at 4-1. I usually crack 1. 1 at 3-2, 1 at 4-1, 1 at 5-0. But Munij was here in chat going like, open some chests, and I was like, sure, I'll open like 3, and they were all garbage. Do I keep this? Is this hand decent? Pressure... Wait, how many did he kept? He's mulling to 6. So what does this hand do? Run Swiftspear. Your first mistake was listening to Munish. Poor fella. But I agree that people shouldn't listen to him, especially when we're playing Among Us and he suspects me. And then everybody votes me out, even though it's not me. Okay. Let me think about this hand for a minute. Double Path is very nice to take care of some problems. Portuguese Among Us, yep. It's super fun. This hand's worse, but I like Atarkas here. I'm bottoming a Canyon. Sounds healthier. Because I do need to live long enough, basically. It just sucks because the other day I was the imposter like 4 times in a row, and by the end of it everyone was just believing I was the imposter every single game. I'm gonna keep, ship away a Canyon. We're good to go. Good to go. I just put you back. Maybe I should have bluffed here, but I think that getting this down is important. Goblin guy, the reveal here kinda doesn't matter, unless it's a land. It's a land, god damn it. Ooh. It's actually very good for us. And Narcomoeba is okay. It's okay. He has the lands. Okay. I was wondering if my opponent was debating whether he would cycle this or actually play it. By the way, you should always play it if you're stuck on one land. Dredge needs 2 lands to function. Oh. I could have actually... Oh, no, I'm so bad at this game. Of course I play Sunbaked Canyon, because I want to play this Helix. If my opponent doesn't find a Creeping Chill. That punt might cost me the game. Take note of it, that punt might cost me the game. Well, if he does find it, that punt might actually win me the game. So one less laugh I'm losing. Well, you just love when things work out. Boss, I'm streaming the prelim in 3 hours. Let me guess. Because you live in Canada, you still haven't gone to sleep? Because that is the house special. Ooh, shock. Is he loaming here? Believe it or not, I did. Wow, that's impressive. I think I've never seen anyone slip through so many events like you. Oh, come on, no chill when I managed to do the thing. Oh, actually cute. Actually cute. Not very much. Well, some sleep is better than no sleep. I'm getting absolutely destroyed next turn, by the way. This is somewhere... it's on his hand. This is also on his hand. Relevant. I was supposed to have class, but wasn't feeling so great, so called in sick. Do I just lose here? Oh, he has no dredgers. Okay, okay. This is looking a little better than I thought. Okay, okay. He basically can't attack me here. I'm also very unhealthy. Hopefully don't come up to me and ask me for a COVID swab. Oh yeah, calling in sick is probably the worst excuse right now. And the swab is somewhat unpleasant. Somewhat unpleasant. I had to do it before I got surgery, and it was somewhat... I don't have my brain picked literally. It's not that far, but it is pretty far up your nose. This is good. This is very good. I might actually have a chance here. My one still has a land drop. Thankfully they didn't give me one when I got in my accident. Yeah, they actually kinda should've to take special precaution if you had it, but it's understandable. It's really not that bad, I can tell you that much. Because do you know when you lightly hit your nose against something? It's like that. Ooh, that's a lot of blood gusts. They asked me if I had COVID symptoms. Confidently answered no to all of them, so they said it's fine. Yeah, sure. Okay, I might actually... if I find a burn spell, I win. That's basically it. If my opponent does attack me, which he might. Come on, opponent, attack me. God damn it. Gosh dang it. What's my play here? What's my play here? Do they have a Conflagrate in their graveyard? No. I can never beat a Conflagrate here. But can I beat... so I Helix the Amalgam. I attack for 6, he takes 4. So he goes down to 4, and I'm up at 15. Or I play the Giant this turn. Block the Amalgam. Let me think for a hot minute here. My problem is that if my opponent finds a Creeping Chill, I kinda insta-lose, because I'll never get damage through. Attacking here is just desperate, I think. But not attacking here... he chills me. Let's assume he chills me once. I'm losing 2 life this turn, so I'm down at 8. So I need to make some blocks. I need to make some blocks next turn. Okay, okay. I think I know the way. This is irrelevant, basically. Hopefully it doesn't hit. Oh, it has so many chills and not a lot of... Okay, Narcomoeba is not great for me. It's better than Cho. He's playing Ox. Ooh, I'm so dead. So dead. Actually so dead. Plays the Ox now. And he dredges for 10, still has 8 cards. Or you can even dredge for 15. He basically hits all Cripping Chills. Although, he should Ox. He should always Ox here. His hand is full of dredgers, so I'm gonna lose this one, pretty sure. Weird that he's not playing Ox. Can flag me for 8. Or can flag the board. Okay, interesting turn. Very interesting turn. Very interesting indeed. Okay. So that my opponent should have oxed. Now he's thinking. He might be checking his list to see if he has fetchables, which he does. So he could loam, fetch, shock, can flag me for a lot. He doesn't even need to fetch shock. He's casting Ox here. All I need to do is survive this turn. If my opponent outplays himself, basically. But he did not play himself. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. It's 6. I can still live. But I can't win. Yeah, my opponent's at 17. My opponent is at 17. So I literally can't win, right? Yeah, I can't win. I can't mill him. He has 3 cards. And I can at least survive a turn. I could survive this turn. I could have blocked here, here, and here to go down to 1. No, but it was legit. If my opponent made the mistake of dredging 15, thinking he he won here. I could have... I wouldn't even go face out the Helix here and block all of his Bloodghasts to get to a good position. Wait, maybe that... No, because he had a Conflagrate next turn. I was always dead there. Okay, okay. Damn, Surgical is so needed against Dredge. Come on, try and match. Oh, this hand's not good enough. Wow. Wow, I gotta keep this? Wow. It's unfortunate that my last game goes like this. I feel that the list is really performing. I think that my opponent's on an Uro pile, so really the only reason to play Misty Rainforest is to play an Uro pile. Maybe I should have waited. That one resolving would have been important. Still have command to deal with Uro here. It's gonna drive me nuts that my opponent's so slow. Am I killing Stoneforge? I know it's easy to say don't kill Stoneforge, and just Atarka's command, but I think it's naive to think that my Atarka's command is gonna resolve when my opponent will have 4 mana. Or something like that. I'm in a very bad situation, I'm not gonna lie. Mulling to 5 against control is so rough. My opponent correctly identified that he needs to... It does, but I'm not killing Jace. I can't kill Jace before he activates it, and I'm not killing Jace. It asks way too many resources, and I don't think it's good. This one can't though. So now we get to play both. Yeah, it goes to walkers. Some cards that burn. Burn plays a lot of errated cards. A Lava Spike goes to walkers. Skullcrack goes to walkers. Searing Blaze can go to walkers instead of the player, so creature walker. And Boros Charm also goes to walkers. I'm pronouncing the thing. I'm gonna hardcast Batterskull. He's not. Okay. I'm doing this here. Lightning Strike. Using a Lightning Strike on my opponent. Not the best, but not the worst. He didn't do anything, which kinda sucks. Getting him down to... he has a fetch, so... Did my opponent shuffle away the Batterskull? Like, you really shouldn't. Fairy Time Reveler. Okay. Ooh. I like it, I like it. Do I stomp face? Put down... I think I stomp here. Okay. Maybe I should have Eidolon first. He plays Batterskull now, and I lose. Maybe, I think I might have won if I had ordered that differently. It's getting Force of Negation. He's gonna Cryptic here, Snap, Force. Okay, that's a lot of cards to counter my spell. Maybe just because he had the mana. did it? Yeah, he put big. Damn it. Imagine if I had 2 extra cards here. Okay, okay. Shake it off. Let's go to game. Whatever. Searing Blaze is. Searing Blaze is bad. Yeah. And if I have to point a removal at Swiftspear. Is Bonecrusher my worst card? Probably, because the fairy bounces it without paying them the cost. Like, Bonecrusher has a... In a world where most cards are protected against a lot of stuff, Bonecrusher isn't protected against abilities for some reason. Which I might have understood if it's because you're supposed to equip it with Embercleave. But still, that sounds so niche that either make it non-symmetrical or make it just work if it's targeted by anything. Do I win that game if I Eidolon first? Because he can't force the Eidolon. Then he... No, because he still at 5, so... The main issue is that now... Game 3 is gonna be really hard if we get there. That's always the problem with... It's always the problem with blue-white. Games 2 and 3 are much harder, so winning game 1 is really important. Sounds great. I think I'll show the white first, even though he saw Atarka's command. I want to reveal that I have it in hand. It's a pass if I've ever seen one. Trying to get this extra point of damage in. I'm actually gonna bluff this. I have a lot of mana to cast my spells, so not casting a Lava Spike there is fine. Playing one Atarka's command here to kind of make him think I'm trying to run. And Bonecrusher is actually very decent. That's my play here. Fairy Time Raveler. I didn't use Spike. I wanted mana to Stomp plus Command, basically. Because I'm always going to be stomping there to give some use to this. Okay. It's actually a good one. Oh, decisions. Do I get him down to 7? Or do I... No. I think I attack the fairy, because I'm playing Bonecrusher here. Playing Bonecrusher here, so now if he wants to... The bastard has timely reinforcements here. Yep. Okay, his next turn is pretty simple. He bounces this, which I can't replay. If I kill this with Boros Charm now, he paths it. And plays Stoneforge mostly. He missed the land drop. Yeah. But I'm thinking his next turn is pretty straightforward. So do I want to kill the fairy? Spike face? And force him to path my Bonecrusher? Or do I use his bounce on Bonecrusher to kill him? It's 10 damage, so any bolt actually does it if he goes for the Teferi line. Which he might not, because it's super obvious that he's at 5, so... Swing Stoneforge and leaving path up. So all I need to do is draw any form of lightning bolt. Very close game, very close game. Did I like Bonecrusher? I didn't love Bonecrusher, that's... I'm not gonna lie, I think I prefer Surgical here, because Surgical deals with a lot of problems permanently, and the hand peek can be really relevant, but Bonecrusher kills Stoneforge at an advantage. Just scared of my opponent looping. I need to side out Bonecrusher here. If my opponent Bonecrusher is a lot worse on the draw. Yeah, that's also true. But I don't know. So if my opponent starts looping around reinforcements, I'm screwed. Revelry is awkward, but I'm gonna keep this. That's a good reveal for turn 1. My opponent's shuffling it away, which means we might actually be running low on lands. Got him. He might have another, but... Oh, my Eidolon's gonna absolutely crush me here. Am I double bolting here? I'm not. No blocks, huh? I'm gonna wait. I do need to be careful about my own life total here. I should fetch for a shock here. Okay, watch this big brain play. Ooh, now do I yeah, absolutely Boros Charm here. I wouldn't just got rid of a big problem for me, which was... Wow. Alright. I think opponent outplayed himself there. I don't know, he also kept a pretty weak hand. We got the 3-2. I will say, the matches we lost against Shadow and Dredge were super close, super close. I'm really happy with this list, honestly. Just gonna leave it on screen while I talk about it. I'm really happy with the list. Bonecrusher kind of exceeded my expectations. I was thinking it would be subpar, but it actually came in pretty handy. Like, the spell side isn't great, but I'm assuming that Yeah, thank you. It came up, like, the idea of joining Atarka's Command and Bonecrusher came up in the Discord, and I was like, well, yeah, we play these two, then play some Searing Blaze to get damage through. Then we get to play Destructive Revelry, which I think is really good right now in the meta. Interesting deck. I enjoyed it. I might test it a little bit more, this Naya build. Another card that I was curious about was Magmatic Channeler. It's a for 2 mana, it's a 1/3, and if you have 4 more instants or sorceries in your graveyard, it becomes a 4/4, and you can tap it to exile 2 top cards of your library, choose one of them, and you may play that card this turn. So you may play lands with his ability, if it's ever relevant. This one seems quite good, but maybe on a lower to the ground build, and I think that Destructive Revelry is actually really important right now, because Leyline is easy to include when like Belcher type decks exist, and yeah, I don't know. I like the list. I might test it more. I'm probably streaming a little bit tomorrow. No, another league. I might do another Naya league. Either way, thank you for watching and see you next time.